Mo Evans, re dumela mo go goleng mmogo. Re tsaya ditoro tsa gago, re di dira maikarabelo a rona. Ke sone se re ikemiseditseng go fa barui ba dikoko, dikokwana le dijo tsa boleng jo bo kwa godimo, e le barui ba bobotlana kgotsa ba bagolwane, gore ba kgone go fepa setšhaba ka nama ya tlhwatlhwa e e nang le dikotla. Ka gore fa o gola, le rona re a gola. Dikgwebo tse di nonofileng le malapa a nonofileng. Re gola mmogo jaaka mono wa Evans. Evans, re fa go gola mmogo. Farmer's Voice is proudly brought to you by Evans.
Mohama wa thuo ya dikoko le dinonyane ke konokono ya mohama wa tsa temothuo mo lefatsheng la Botswana. Dipalopalo di supa fa mohama o eme go 1 billion pula. Mohama wa thuo ya dikoko le dinonyane o di goga kwa pele lefatshe ka bophara. Diphetogo tsa tsamaiso le mebaraka ya tsa thuo ya dikoko le dinonyane e go gata ba gore go tla ka mekgale e mengwe e mesha ya akaretsa go rua dinonyane tse di farologaneng go itepatepanya le kgolo ya mohama. Botswana ke lefatshe la merafe e farologaneng ebile re na le tatso e farologaneng. Ka jalo, se go tla barui go tla ka methale e farologaneng ya akaretsa go rua dinonyane tsa mafatshe a sele. Mo bekeng eno, thulaganyo ya Farmer's Voice e ne etetse kwa ruretse go kopana le Rre o Botsang Raborokgwe yo e leng morui wa dinonyane ka go farologana.
Dumelang Batswana, my name is Obotsang Raborokgwe and I run Mokoko le Moroba in Ruretse. We do free-range chickens. As well, we also do dryland farming. We started chicken production in 2016. When we started initially with the free-range chicken meat. We did that for a couple of years, but then the opportunity opened for breeding the chickens. The only background or only course that I've taken is one that is given by Buan, the Botswana University of Agriculture and Natural Resources. It's a short course. It's called Indigenous Chicken and Guinea Fowl Production.
Jaaka mo mafaseng a thabologang, bontsi ya tuo ya mono ga ke a mo lapeng kana backyard. Rra Borokgwe o tsamaisetsa kgwebo ya gagwe kwa Ruretse. O na le mefuta e farologaneng ya dikoko ya akaretsa di-Orpington, Kalneck le dinonyane tse dingwe di akaretsa dikgaka.
We own a variety of breeds of free-range chickens, as well guinea fowl. The type of free-range chickens we have are white Orpington, buff Orpington, Kaku Orpingtons. We also have red Rhode Islands, Sussex. We have Boschveld, and we also have Tswana chickens. The chickens that are indigenous to Botswana that we have are the ones called the Kala neck, which are naked neck chickens, which are a strain of indigenous chickens. We also have the normal type of Tswana chickens that you would find if you go to your grandmother's place or your farms. So those are the indigenous ones. We do have chickens from South Africa, the Boschveld and Potchkoek, which also are classified as indigenous chickens. We find that the exotic ones like the Orpingtons have a high demand. That's because they're also low in supply, but they also fetch a very big weight, especially for the farmer that wants to breed them for meat. So we have a mix of the way we keep our chickens and our management styles. As you can see, our breeding quarters are very restricted in terms of their roaming, which makes it a bit more semi-intensive. Although our growing stock, they have space to roam, although it's restricted, that's because we keep a fence around for predators, to protect them from predators. So we have semi-intensive to extensive systems where we do allow them to roam. These birds are a niche market, so the subsector of the poultry market. The birds have their own demand as people rear them for different purposes. They rear them for keeping them as pets. They rear them for their own breeding schedules, such as maybe improving the color of the chickens, or maybe improving their weight or laying capacities. They also breed them for meat or for egg laying, either for their own households or for selling to the market. So currently the market has quite a lot of, I'd say, different ways of producing poultry. You can produce to sell the day olds, you can produce to sell grown stock, you can produce to sell stock for chickens or the eggs. Any bird really. There are bird lovers that just like having a variety of birds in the gardens, in the yards, especially the ones that are beautiful in terms of their color, such as the buff Orpington, the Poch, the Boschvelds, do really well as pets. And you can have their eggs.
Tiriso ya incubator e botlhokwa fela thata ka e kganela kanamo ya malwetse go tswa ko mmaeng go ya ko dikokwaneng. Ditshenyego ka go bola le tsone di ko tlase ka mabaka a gore mogotele tse dingwe di a laolwa mo teng ga incubator.
So our production cycle starts with our breeding stock. Right now we have multiple breeds. These breeds we have segmented and put apart so that we can manage their production in terms of eggs and fertility and hatchability. They produce the fertile eggs that we would then put into the incubator. They stay in the incubator for 21 days. Following that, we brood them. We keep them in the brooding boxes. We keep them separately from the older chickens, just so that they can because they have different nutrition, and also they tend to not get access to the resources, water and food, when they're with the bigger ones because of the pecking order. Following that, they're in the boxes and then they graduate to the houses at about 2 to 3 weeks, which they then become more adaptable to the climate of not being under the heating lamps. At 4 weeks, 1 month old to 2 months old, we allow them to roam. We also have grown stock that we keep up until 4 months old. Ideally, we'd like the chickens to be gone, that we'd like to sell at 5 months old.
Agrizo, taking farming to the next level. Do you want to make the most out of your land? Agrizo offers you an opportunity to do exactly just that, addressing your farming needs by bringing quality hybrid seeds for maximum yield. Our seeds are specifically breeded for Botswana with the highest advanced technology. For more information, contact us at 311-2954 or visit us at plot 77298, Unit 8, Pagalan Industrial. Agrizo seeds, quality hybrid seeds you can trust.
Dingwe tsa dikgwetlho tse di diang kgolo ya mohama wa thuo ya sika le nonyane mo Botswana ke dijo tse di turu le malwetse. Tlhabololo ya thuo ya se ka go dirisa methale e mešwa ya thuo e tla ka malwetse le tse dingwe, mme se ame letsalo le kgolo ya dinonyane. Rera borokgwe o hema se ka go lemela dikoko tsa gagwe, mme gone o kgona jang go netefatsa gore o kgona tse tsotlhe. Puisano ya tswele.
Yes, we've had our fair share of outbreaks. We've in the free range chicken industry, you do have outbreaks of Newcastle, Gamboro, which are the most common and are vaccinated against. Other common diseases we have are foulpox and infectious coryza. These diseases are as fatal as the Newcastle and Gamboro. They're also vaccinated against. You do get other diseases that ideally you use antibiotics to heal, which are like coccidiosis. So how we deal with them by vaccinating and also making sure that you've cleaned your houses, and also when you have guests you have foot baths, just to intensify your biosecurity measures. So what we do day to day, we'd get up and check the chickens. The first thing we do is we open for them as soon as there's light. So that's anywhere from 5 a.m. to 6:30 depending on the season. There's cleaning, there's feeding of the chickens as well. On days when you vaccinate, we all come together to vaccinate. Another management is we do a lot of marketing on our Facebook. Social media networks are our channels of sales. As well, we do have clients that come in and out for sales. So ideally you want your poultry to have shelter. This shelter saves them from the elements and also from predators. So ideally you'd just want a piece of irrigated iron on the top, and just some poles. As well, make sure ideally you want to have concrete floor, but if you don't have concrete floor, an upstand of about 2 brick levels high is good enough to stop rainwater from coming in. You want a high wall. You want anything from 2 meters upwards to 3 meters, depending on how many chickens you have in the quarters. Ventilation is very important for chickens. We also allow our chickens to free range outside, which is in fact over the development of our poultry business, we have expanded and tried different ways of housing. We started first with these shelters here, with just these shelters, very basic, and they worked when we needed them, which is when we built other structures in stages. Not everything came up at once, but since 2016 we've built about 3-4 structures that complement our production system and that look for new ways to rear and house these chickens.
Sika lo nonyane fela jaaka batho di ja sengwe le sengwe se di ka se sela se ra gore di ja dibokwana, peo, ditlhasana le tse dingwe jalo jalo. Re ra go go ela tlhoko se dinonyane tsa gagwe di se jang.
That's a very important question because nutrition is very important when it comes to production of your chickens, because you want them to grow to the optimal. As chicks, starters, we feed them starter for about 4 weeks. Following that, we put them on grains of mixed fowl. As well, we transition them from starter to a grower's mix. From about 2 to 3 months, the grower's mix has more maize. Mixed fowl feeds have maize, anything from maize, sorghum, sunflower, and also bran. That's very important for their growth. Feed is very expensive, and it has since shot up due to the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. And we've tried to mitigate or to decrease our food bill by dryland farming. We grow our own grain with assistance of the government, the ISPAD program, and it has really helped with livestock feeds, not only for the chickens, but anything that's left is now for our goats and for our cattle. We're looking to expand in areas such as production of the Tswana chicken meat for local produce. We're also looking to produce our own feed, looking into ways of mechanizing the way we've been plowing, the use of tractors and having access to more land that has boreholes and water supply in order to reach our goals and demand, our nutrition demands. So those are the 2 areas we would like to venture in, and assistance would be open for that, and that's what we're looking to do. The course that I did was Indigenous chickens and guinea fowl production. I'd advise those that would like to venture into farming to look at the Buan short courses. They have a variety of disciplines of farming, and it really helps. For example, myself, when we began the Tswana chicken productions, we began pretty much as Google scholars. And as well, we did consult some chicken people who are already in the industry. But after doing the course, around 3 years later after starting, I felt that if I had started the course during the time I was starting production, then it would have furthered my production at that time. So it definitely is good to enrich your knowledge and be open to education at every juncture of your agricultural journey. My last word is just to, when venturing into farming, be educated, try to inform yourselves through the market, get to ask questions from people in the industry who've started, read a lot, look to get to enrich your knowledge with courses, and where you can, look for mentorship.
Every farmer has a choice, every farmer makes a decision, and every farmer can be the change. Change to a brand that understands your farming needs. Our YTOB Hero tractors and farm implements are assembled locally. Yes, you heard me. Right here in Botswana. Visit our website at www.aa.co.bw. You can also visit our shop at G West Industrial Plot 22120 Gaborone. Hashtag Temokiarona.
Temothuo e tlama gore motho a nne le thuto le boitseanape jo bo maleba. Ka jalo, go tlhokagala gore motho a tsenelele dithuto gore a kgone go tsamaisa tse tsotlhe sentle. Re ne gape re ikgolaganya le Rra Matšhete e le motlatelela dithuto ko sekwaleng sa Buane go tlhalosa ka dithuto tse ba di lefang bagwebi ba tsa temothuo.
Ke bidiwa James Matšhete mo Buane. Ke ruta non-ruminant courses, both in academic program le ko short courses. More academic courses ke ruta meat science, be ke ruta le ostrich production, be ke ruta le poultry production, le pig and rabbit production. Then go center for in-service, there is broiler production, we gonna layer chicken production, we run le indigenous chicken production, we run le pig production and rabbit production. Mo tuya dikuku actually rena le di cost 3 tsa dikuku. Rena le indigenous chicken, we rena le layer chicken production, we rena le broiler production. Di tharo ya. Tota the aim ya rona ke gore every Motswana ana le the basic information ka broiler production so that they can get empowered ba kgone go nna le kitso gore ba nne le small enterprise at their basic homes. So the courses they help them gore ba nne le kgwebo on their own at the different places at the different levels. Gantsinyana minimum requirement ke junior certificate. Me gona le gore ha gongwe director o ka seka or that particular individual ha ba ta course link, they can be accepted kampa le telelwa or rate go tsena mo course ka gore o taba e talk for his own life kampo for her life. And because normally it's 1 week and we feel gore 1 week is sufficient enough mo le gore batho ba ka grasp all the important aspects of course. At the end of the day ba ka khona gore ba ga tlhaloganya from bottom to the end. Tota ka ha redesigning these courses, redesigning in such a way that an individual o ta khona go itse go manager, a ba ka khona go keep the records, a ba ka khona go na le di farm records and even accounting for that particular, because we have different people who are teaching in that area. I will give you an example. Not that it's an management. Then re be na le Professor Malope a ba dira ka accounting, be re na le somebody a dira the records and so forth and so forth. So by the end of the week, each participant about in all these areas here, management, madi, economics and so forth, go itala go na le diseases re bita evet ata go ruta malwetse kampo any animal health somebody can come around a very mokopa go rata go ruta malwetse. So all these subject dinale area specialist they lori tabe di focus mo di components in re bata gore batho ba di itse. The short courses tota tsone is 60% hands on practical, then the theory is 40%. But how gongwe, depending on the course, 80% practical. Most of the time they go out, see things and do things, and we show them how things are done. Normally, we try to try to see what they have been learned, are they still on the track, to make sure that if they are not on the track, we put them on the track. Basically, manage these animals properly so that they can come up with a good product. It's only that but they don't report their what they have achieved, but they are there. There are a few individuals, they will call you, hey, I've managed to put on my business on umbrella production, campo layer production, which is focused on eggs. Then those individuals, they just call, how they call the director, how they call me, how they call Dr. Mureki, who is my colleague. Then we see what are these people are doing well. But in terms of groups, Harisi Reboni, Gurupu, no, we have been combined together and we are being successful on this thing. It's only on individuality. I think the delay is on the coming together, collaborating together. We have realized Botswana, they are not easy to work together like any other nations. They are very difficult to work together. So those groups, they might be there and there, but frequently report. But individuality, there's a lot. Really, like you are saying, it's very important to have a visitor so that we encourage them to network. Because if they network, they share information, they share the business. But it's only that we don't have much time to go around. But hard school situation, we really, even the HOD, we encourage we should make a visit to our participants on how are they doing currently. I will encourage Manana. I've some basic facilities before Akata Hudira Kosiam Hutau, because for Santa we need land, we need water. Without those basic things, there is no how you can do poultry production. It will be very difficult. Kuku, it drinks a lot of water, it eats a lot. So you need to secure those things. And in addition to that, we will secure the market. But then once you have those basic things, requirement, you can go ahead and take the course. The course is basically simple, it's practical. People, they really enjoy them. We have realized over the last few years, we have been training a lot of people, and there were so many groups. Each course in a level, 20 to 40. But currently, the numbers are going down. So we have trained a given number of people, and now we think we have empowered a couple of group of people, so which means now the numbers are dropping down. So we are happy with that, even though we still call for people to come in, but we are happy with that.
In here, go le kalong mogedi wa thulaganyo ya Farmers Voice. Salansente, re ta kopana mo nakong e latela.